Hello everyone, here comes another devlog and a new build together with it. Let's start with what's new in this build. We've got some feedback regarding stamina. Some suggested that having exploration cost stamina doesn't feel good. We had some discussion with community members. One person said that with the game's current flow, stamina is kinda useless because there's no time limit. Plus, all activities cost a rather large chunk of SP. So we ended up simplifying stamina into action points or stamina points. With a maximum 5 SP per day, each activity will cost 1 SP to participate, like attending class, working part-time jobs, entering raid levels, etc. In the future, arena and dating will also cost SP. There have been quite a lot of bug fixes in this build too. Some reference errors that may cause a fatal error crash or black screen have been fixed. Another thing that caused a fatal error crash, which was a rendering setting in the game engine, has been turned off. In the Wrestling Club chapter, there are quite a lot of small issues from ages ago. We have now improved one of the story branches. We also went through the story sequences and cleaned up some messy things. Those messy things was the reason why, after finishing a scene, some assets failed to unload and remained in the cache because they couldn't find the return address, thus creating a logic loop. That would sometimes cause a crash, and we have optimized it. Another fatal error crash trigger still remains unsolved. At the moment, the crash can be reproduced while moving across bigger areas. Here is a video footage of how we reproduced the bug.
Sora. Yeah. Hold up.
The bug mainly occurs while moving from other area to the slum area, as image shows here. There are also chances that crash might happen if you keep going in and out from player home. At the moment, we are able to narrow down and reproduce the bug intentionally. The solution of this issue is to upgrade the engine from UE 4.26 to 4.27. This may solve the issue like crash when moving across areas. Plus, some of the plugin can also be benefited from upgrades, like the plugin versions too old because of the engine version. Other than those, the story part, combat, and other features all work fine. We're focusing on improving the stability and get rid of the bugs from this point. The save point on the red light street didn't work properly. Now you can save and load normally there. Apart from the bugs fixes, quite a lot of improvements have been made too. We added an option that allows you to skip the intro when starting a new game, but you still get to name your character. After that, you'll start the game inside the player's home. In the full build, all the story chapters are optimized, or should be at this point. At least, when we test run all the story branches, they all worked fine. All event scenes have background music and sound effects if needed. The only thing is that the cutscene illustrations are still a bit better than sketches, but we'll get to them after the release. We added icons to the bus travel UI for easier recognition of where you are going. Instead of reading the text, the colored icons will be more straightforward. Weapon slots are now shown on the top HUD. Adjustments were made to drop rates, enemy strengths, and shop prices. There was some feedback about players never having enough money throughout the whole game, but the person who provided this feedback also mentioned that they didn't grind much, and the run of one raid level takes too much time, approximately 10 to 20 minutes depending on player character's strengths. Changes might be made again if we receive more feedback on this, or after we implement arena feature. Backer NPC's dialogues have been added back now with improved text display. All the minigame interface entry screens are now consistent. Attending class and working part-time jobs both use new version of the interface. The school library works normally now. You can learn all the crafting recipes by reading books. Attending classes and working part-time jobs now cost less time. You can take 2 classes or 2 part-time jobs in one time block. This will help you unlock things quicker. The above are the new changes in the latest build. Now we are in January 2026. Here's a plan of what we will be working on this month. We aim to finish polishing the game. Not finishing the game itself, but the polishing phase. The inventory interface will show all materials and sticker items, so we'll pick up material items and stickers. There's no need to unlock the storage box first to check on them. The storage box will only serve the purpose of storing items. UI animations for sleeping and time forwarding will be improved and finalized. New explosion effects will be implemented soon. The brief message interface will be improved. No more long big chunks of text to read. This interface will also be used for teammate and romance feature in the future. Purchasing food and drinks in restaurants and bars will give temporary buffs after gaining certain perk. The buffs are stackable, but dining in restaurants and bars will advance time. all those buffs will last for one time block, so you need to manage which buffs you want to get and how much time you want to leave to use those buffs. We'll add an health bar for mob enemies. The display toggle for mob health bars and damage numbers will be enabled in option settings. Combo bonuses will have dedicated effects, such as an extra RP recovery and getting extra experiences. Gaining experiences from defeating enemies will also have visual effects similar to money, like coins being sucked into the player character. Special merchant NPCs unlocked through chapters will be implemented too. There are also few other things we will try to finish in January. The first warehouse raid stage will be rearranged into the pseudo-roguelike type, so it can keep consistency with other raid maps. In the rearranged version, each room will have a tutorial that introduces mechanics such as different weapon types, enemy types, learning new special moves, and different raid map room types. Most of the minigame still need some final touches on the visuals. If time allows, we'll complete those too. Two of the minigames, Performing Arts and Hostess Part-Time Job, will need a rework. We have decided on the gameplay and done the sketch layout. If we can't find time to squeeze this into January, it will be the first thing next month. Lastly, we have some work in progress things and finished but not yet added work here. The first thing is adding story NPCs that player can talk to. We have already imported all the dialogue text. Now we are working on setting all the NPCs in various places and having them appear at set times, etc. There's this raid stage challenge thing we have finished but not yet implemented. It's just a small thing that gives you some extra reward for finishing the raid. A shop NPC at the entrance of the raid stage room provides temporary buffs during the raid stages. The feature is done, but we need to place the NPC and the trigger event in the game. That should be everything for this devlog. We do have a to-do list for February, but I think we will talk about it next month. We will also need to confirm with our publisher about the release date details by then. Thank you all very much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.